Hello friends. You know why I'm smiling? Because looking at the title of this video, you must be thinking Ricky Chadha has gone crazy. Okay, and you are free to laugh at me. I've got no objection whatsoever. As the title says, are there going to be aliens who are going to save the earth? I leave this question open for you to believe or not to believe. Those who are towards spiritualism, in spiritualism, who believe in divine energies, sources, and as I told you many a times that from 2020 to 2030, the 10 years is all about the entire globe changing for better. But I also told you there cannot be construction without destruction. This is one tagline that I want you to understand. Now, coming back to the aliens, coming back to what I just said in my previous video about the 22nd of February, where Mangal, that is Mars, which is going to transit, leaving his own sign of Aries into the sign of Taurus. We have to understand that Mars is going to remain with Rahu in that sign of Taurus till the 13th of April. See, we have to understand Rahu. Once again, I'm giving you the entire analysis of mine and the analysis of my other mentors also. I always told you I look at what are the others also of the view, and I'm just trying to compile it and bring it in front of you. Now, Rahu is always a planet which is gaseous. It talks about illusion. It talks about hidden enemies. It talks about poison, toxin. It talks about like what appears in front of you is 100% deceptive. Mangal, on the other hand, Mars, on the other hand, talks about aggression, action, weapon, blood, bloodshed. It talks about fire. It talks about metals. It is associated with warfare. It is associated with it is the fire, gas, and then the more important thing is it is into the sign. We have to understand, first of all, it is Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, so it's going to be female energy, Venus energy. Venus talks about glamour, industry, film industry, modeling, females. Females is a key word over here. Then it talks about Mars and Rahu. Both are evil planet. Please remember that. It may bring good result as well as very, very bad result as well. I see between the 22nd of March to the 13th of April, Taurus is female energy. Taurus is a fixed sign. It is a earth sign, so it is earth. It is water because moon is playing a role. It is fire. Now just imagine earth, and in the earth, if it is fire, and if in the fire there is gas, what could be the outcome? It's very, very simple that it could be earthquakes, which we are already experiencing. Now, leave all these things apart. Why did I use the word? Why did I mention alien? The reason is, now look at this chart. I've drawn this chart. I want you to understand this very, very clearly. Those who actually knows how to look at a chart will understand it even better. See, this is a default Kundli. When I say default Kundli, means this is a Kundli, I would say, of the world. This is not a horoscope of any person. It's a horoscope of the universe, of the world. That is why it is known as a Kal Purusha Kundli. Now, if you look at this Kundli, you can see in the second house, because this Kundli always shows Lagna as Aries. If you look at the planetary situation today, The first thing you have to understand is Rahu is sitting over here in the second house. It is the house ruled by earthy sign Taurus, and Mangal is going to come. Mangal is right now over here. It's going to shift on the 22nd over here. Now we have to understand what will happen, because this combination, this conjunction, where all do Mangal and Rahu are going to aspect. That means sitting from here, which are the houses it will affect by its drishti or look. Mangal looks at the 4th house, 7th house and the 8th house. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks here. I put a tick over there. Right? Mangal looks at the 7th house. I have put a tick over here where there is Ketu. 8th house is a house of occult, is of sudden losses, sudden activities. It also talks about, explosions. And Ketu sitting over here again, it is, I don't know how to make you understand. Ketu is a planet of liberation, salvation, and sitting in the 8th house, it is trying to do something which many of us will not understand until and unless you are actually into spiritualism completely. You believe in that Ketu over here is making a lot of changes. Why did I use the word alien also? I am coming to that. Now, Mars is looking at the 7th house and the 8th house. 8th house is spiritualism, mentor, your guru, teaching, mentoring. Mars, I have told you, I put ticks over here. Now the second tick which you will see over here, it is because Rahu sitting over here always looks at the 5th house, 7th house and the 9th house. So it is the 5th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th house talks about, again, enemy, dispute. Okay, it talks about, if you look at the financial, this thing, I can see even the finance house is this house, because money, taking loan, giving loan, or everything is looked into this. But here, my concentration is more on the enemy. Enemy which is hidden, because 8th house is hidden. Enemy is there, hidden house. Now, Rahu is also looking at the 7th house, because every planet have a common aspect on the 7th house. So 7th house, double tick. 8th house, again, house of occult science. Rahu also looks at the 9th house. So I put, this is 7th, 8th and 9th, where there is already Saturn, Jupiter, Venus and Mercury as per today. Fine. Now, we should study the house where these two planets are sitting is ruled by Venus. Now, definitely the house, if it is ruled by Venus, the two houses will get affected. This house itself, and which is the next house of Venus, is the 7th house. 7th house is all about your opponents. Always remember that. When you are into a bout, when you are into a ring, when you are into a game, when you are into anything, your opponent is known as 7th house. This is getting affected, coming into play. Venus right now is in this house where Rahu has got its drishti also. Now, Mars is into Kritika Nakshatra ruled by Sun. So Sun rules the 5th house. I have put a tick over here. Many people says that Prarabdha karma, Sanchit karma, all those also is looked from the 5th house. Rahu is sitting in the nakshatra of Rohini. So moon will come into play. Moon rules the 4th house, which talks about your hometown, home country, your land, your property, your domestic happiness. This is taking a toll over here. Now, we have to see, why did I use that coming few years you will see the help from the alien. Let us understand now. One planet one planet which is a karmic planet, and he is known as the planet of, I don't know, I think I love that planet. That planet, if you just follow the planet, if you just follow the nakshatra it is ruling, you will know globally what's going to happen in the world. Look at this now. Saturn sitting in Capricorn and shall be sitting over here for the next 2 years, and then again for not 2.5, 3 years. That means total 5 years at least Saturn is going to be in this and this house. Both are ruled by Saturn itself. But currently, if you go look at it, it is sitting over here and it aspects the third house. 1, 2, 3, the 12th house. 3 houses plays very important role in the entire planetary, the positions is 6th house, 8th house, 9th also is about all activities related to spiritualism. And the 12th is completely the other side of, this is a house of exit from this earth, planet earth. When Shani Dev will even move here in 2023, if I'm not wrong, it is going to look at 1, 2, 3 in the first house, the Lagna house. Saturn 7th aspect is falling again on hometown, home country here. Its 10th aspect is falling over here at opponent house. See, try to understand. Now, why did I use the word there would be a help from aliens? I will not be able to explain to you, but believe me, if I am alive and if we have enough time, believe me, you may completely condemn my statement, but I will tell you, people who do believe in there are some energies around us, there is going to be an help from aliens. I am saying this loud and clear. I have got no problem even if people put wrong comments or negate or say negative things about me, but I am telling you, I am a strong believer, and I know, and only when I know I'm talking about it, there are going to be help from aliens. Now these aliens are not necessarily they will appear, but they have got their own way of sending the help on this planet to the people who deserve help. Understand this, who deserves help, the help will come to them. 11th hour, they will definitely get the help. Believe me, those who believe in spiritualism, those who are now actively involved into it, and there are many souls on this planet. Recently, in 3-4 years time, many people have started experiencing this inner calling that, there's something beyond the science, beyond the technology, beyond something. Those people will definitely soon realize that yes, there is a help. The help is coming. If you want to know more about this, I can give you more information about this. But connect with me. I shall talk about you. I always told you I'm a strong believer of Quran. And I do get a lot of messages. Just sharing with you. With love, with my prayers, with lot of hopes that it's time that we understand that the earth is in pain. The universe is in pain. Lord, the God is not very happy with what is happening around. He is not happy with the way we are treating people. We are treating Mother Earth. No gratitude. We are just full of desires. We don't have even time to even look at the sky. So things will definitely I can only wake you up by making things around you uncomfortable. Please understand what I mean to say. When you are in your comfort zone, you think everything is just very smooth. So you require a jhatka, a jolt that is very important. The jolt is coming. Thank you so much.